Regional Educational Laboratory Midwest is part of a network of 10 regional educational laboratories funded by the Institute of Education Sciences, the research arm of the U.S. Department of Education. REL Midwest works with educators in Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, and Iowa to support the use of evidence and data to improve student outcomes.
We're asking our state partners, what are your priority problems of practice? Once we have those priorities, we work with districts in the state to identify solutions to those problems and then test them out. So our approach puts us in the position to really help become change agents in the system and help the system adapt to get to student outcomes.
REL Midwest conducts its work through research partnerships with key organizations, groups, and individuals who influence education, policy, and practice.
Why have partnerships? Why have collaboration? Because it makes the research actionable. We actually get to make a difference in these states in ways that are meaningful for our district partners, for teachers, for students.
The people that I get to work with are, really phenomenal. They're incredible experts in the field, but more importantly, they're really nice people. I thoroughly enjoy engaging with them.
We benefit from learning from our partners, right? At the local level, we're really talking with teachers, we're talking with parents, we're talking with principals and other staff to understand, what's important to them in this work, what really works for them.
REL Midwest is partnering with local and state education agencies in the 7 states we serve to develop, test, and refine solutions to high-leverage problems that align with state priorities. Learn more about our partnerships and how they act as change agents in the educational system.
Our partners bring a wealth of knowledge, to our partnership. They know the local context, right? They know, what their school and their community needs. And we're working with our partners. They really range. And so what we benefit from is all of their knowledge, all of their work, the fact that they are doing this in the field right now and experiencing it. So it's really a learning opportunity for us.
One of the things that we are really working on this particular go-round is engaging with partners in a collaborative joint development arrangement. That means rather than showing up at a school district or state education agency saying, we've got the answer, we are saying, we've heard what you had to say about what your high leverage needs are, and we're here to bring our expertise as researchers to bring to bear working with you on developing a solution that is contextually relevant for your particular space to address those high leverage needs.
If your research isn't actionable and if it isn't understood by your partners and you don't have that partnership, nothing will ever get better. So having that partnership and working together collaboratively so that we understand what we are each saying and what we are each striving to do helps us actually make change.
REL Midwest is working with partners in Illinois to develop a fractions toolkit to support mathematics achievement. We are also supporting partners in Iowa to strengthen school leaders' capacity to use data and culturally responsive practices. REL Midwest is partnering with Michigan districts to integrate evidence-based strategies for improving reading proficiency in early elementary school. In partnership with Minnesota school districts, REL Midwest aims to improve working conditions and retain teachers of color and Indigenous teachers. We are also working with state and district leaders in Ohio to identify policies and practices that are misaligned with the needs of students of color to improve school climate. REL Midwest is supporting partners in Wisconsin to integrate computational thinking and student-focused practices into mathematics instruction. We are also partnering with Indiana districts to support their efforts on the Indiana Graduates Prepared to Succeed initiative.
They're really good at what they do. They're very supportive of us and our states and understand that there are differences, but they focus on what are the overarching similarities around educating kids.
The partnership that we have is based on the work that we're doing. So they ask us, what's your priorities? And then we share what our priorities are, and then they help with our priorities in making us providing the research that we need. So when we get that research and we can share it with districts and districts can share it with their staff, it helps children in the end. And what better partnership is that, right?
Well, I get really excited about changing the experience of students in schools, and especially students who have not traditionally had good experiences in our school system. And I would love to see our schools adapt more so that the students aren't having to do all that work on their end and feel welcome in the schools that they're attending and feel like they're getting the same kinds of supports that everyone else is.
Stay in touch by sending us an email, visiting our website, and finding us on Twitter and YouTube.